Okay, so sorry, the AC's on. It's so hot. Okay, so I just got to Harveys. I'm always so hungry, but I have been craving Harveys for a minute. So we're getting Harveys today. I'm really excited. Hi, could I please get the Angus with cheese and bacon? Yeah, onion rings. And then could I also get your deep fried pickles?
What toppings on the burger?
Oh yeah, I always forget to do the intro. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Oh, hey, let's eat. I'm hungry. Oh, I would also just like to say, because there's one thing that really stuck out to me. Let me turn this off. There was one thing that kind of stuck out to me in the last video, where people were worried that by me responding to Nikocado that I'm supporting his abuse of a partner for pay. And I understand that by me responding to him, I am technically supporting that, but I don't. Me as a person, I don't. I do, however, I feel like I just owe it to myself to respond to him in a healthy way. And maybe give him some advice. I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, I just feel like I'm in a better place now, and I understand that I am supporting his abuse of a partner for profit by responding to him, but I also feel like either way, I'm sure there's going to be a video down the road about me anyways, right? Just from what we've seen of Nikocado, he tends to do those things. We don't see him really talking about Stephanie or Zach anymore because, you know, he can't talk about them anymore, right? I just feel like I owe it to myself, so I apologize. I am adding to the problem a little bit, but I feel like for just me to move on and to feel more comfortable on my channel, that I need to finally be addressing these things and talking about it a little bit, and not just continue acting like it never happened or it didn't happen, because that just doesn't sit right with me. So yeah, anyways, I have my phone over here. Let's get into food first. I'm really hungry. And my drink over here. Oh my god, onion rings. I should have got bigger onion rings. Oh, they look so good. Oh, I should have got bigger onion rings. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. I have a hot dog. Ooh, my hamburger. Oh, I'm so excited right now. And my poutine. Ooh, wait, what else did I get? Ooh, my poutine. I'll put that over here. And ooh, the fried pickles. Oh my god, I'm gonna eat the fried pickles with the ranch. Oh my god. Drink. Everything is set. Okay, let's put this video on. Okay, here we go.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, this is the dramatic channel, okay? Every channel is a different side to me. It seems like red shirt over here for crazy meltdowns. I know, you don't have to tell me. Okay, so today's video, I'm almost positive it's gonna be like responding to Veronica, Wang, or whatever. Responding, watching, or something. Okay, so I have not seen this video yet. If you don't know, a fellow mukbanger in our mukbang community, she made a video called Eating Like Nikocado Avocado. And this came out a few, like 3 days ago. And I saw the thumbnail, and I was like, no, I wanted to do a genuine reaction. I don't even know what it said, but people did DM me like, what's your response? Are you gonna see it? And I did see in my comment section that she had some opinions about my relationship with Orlin. So I'm just like, oh, I never thought she would even do such a, I don't even know. So anyways, we're gonna watch it together and we're gonna eat. Follow my Twitter at Nikocado Avocado. And if you do, I might just follow you back.
Oh my god, that intro.
You guys, I am clinically obese. I'm very, very overweight. I'm really unhealthy, and I need to like tone it back, you know, and I just want to eat some salad. Orlin's making me some cooked kale and chard with a potato. This here is raw salad with onion and tomato. This is just romaine that we got from the farmer's market. And here's a Florida-grown mango. Now, these mangoes in Florida have very little fiber, so it's like a big sugar shock to me. So again, the fiber helps to regulate the sugar and the fat. These noodles are like half fat because it's deep fried. So, yeah, that's also... Okay, here's the thing about Veronica. I have not watched her for a very long time. I made a video to her, how long ago was it? It was like 3 or 4 months. I haven't said anything. Basically, I apologized to her for doing all those response videos from someone that likes attention, but it wasn't worth it in the end, and I don't...
Okay, I just want to say something about that apology that he said. I accept this apology because, like I told you guys in the previous video, I don't believe you should ever hold any hate in your heart. But the one reason why I was never really okay with that apology video is because to me, it didn't seem sincere to me. To me, it was just like another video for views. It wasn't really sincere. Only because like right at the beginning of the video, he's like, by the way, I have another channel, like you can follow if you want, you know, you can do that if you want. I was like, how is that okay? Like once that happened to me, the rest of the video just wasn't really sincere. So, but I still accepted his apology regardless of whether or not I thought it was sincere or not. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know how I felt about that.
Proud. It scares me to know that I didn't have any self-awareness. It is harmful to myself, and it is harmful to my viewers. I was part of that judgment. I'm so sorry, everybody. I really want to try hard to pick it up, and I don't know if I ever will. That's what happened, you know, and I apologized to her, and I sent her an email, never heard back, and I just was like, I'm putting it out there for my conscience and for all of my viewers to know, like, listen, I'm over it. I pushed it too far, and I was just trying to trigger her on purpose, just, you know, whatever. So that was just not very kind of me. What I have seen from Veronica,
I love how he admits these stuff.
Really healthy off camera, and that's something that like just inspires me because I'm very overweight. I've gained over 150 pounds since starting this mukbang journey, and this is too long of an intro. Veronica eats healthy off camera. I'm inspired by that. Check out her Instagram. I watch her Instagram stories. Okay, so I'm just gonna react to it. Here's my computer. Let's have a bite right now. Oh, I don't have a ramen bowl.
Okay, so one thing, okay, him telling me that he watches my Instagram stories tripped me out because I want to put like a little bit of air on just because it's getting pretty hot already in here. One thing that trips me about Nikocado saying that he watches my videos or watches my Instagram, watches my stories, because one, I think I blocked his main Instagram account, so I want to know how he's does he have more than one Instagram? Two, which is fine, whatever, you can do whatever you want, I don't really care, but two, the reason why I blocked him on Instagram was because, oh wait, sorry, it's playing, I'm pressing pause. The reason why I blocked him on Instagram was because he recorded, like, this is the thing, my Instagram was not popping like that, and it still really isn't. I have like 182k and 183k. I guess that is really good, but I don't, like, before then, now I get a lot more views on my stories, or if I did a live I get more views, but back then I was getting only a couple hundred people viewing my lives or my stories. And the reason why that whole situation with Mukbang blew up to begin with was because Nikocado recorded my live and then posted it. And had he not done that, it actually wouldn't have blown up as much as it did, which is fine. Like, once you put something out there, it's out there. Like, you should, you know, that's why you should know how to control yourself. I didn't really know how. I did know how to, but I didn't. I was just going through a lot, and everything that I would have regularly reacted to, I just didn't. And that's what happens when you're going through a lot. You don't feel yourself, you don't act like yourself. You still, of course, there is that argument that people say, well, you still are yourself. Well, yeah, but anyone knows when you're under a lot of stress, we become different creatures. When we're hungry, when we're under a lot of stress, we become different creatures. And so anyways, so that is very peculiar to me that he watches my stories, but I mean, whatever, he's allowed to do whatever he wants. But yeah, that I had like PTSD thinking about how he recorded that, and that's another reason why I already didn't trust Nikocado, because of all the things I saw that he did to people in the past online. I saw that he would blow up situations that I felt like didn't need to blow up, and so initially I wanted to collab with Nikocado, and then after I seen all that stuff happen online, I was like, no, I don't want someone like that in my life. Like, I don't know if I can trust them. I like to keep my space as clean and clear as possible, and I just didn't feel like if I let Nikocado into my space that I would be safe in it anymore. And so that's initially why I stopped talking to him. And then once he recorded my live, that's when I was like, I'm done with this guy. Like, that's insane. But it is what it is. Like, he had the right to do that, I guess, you know, so it's fine, but whatever. Just him saying that like triggered me. So I just wanted to, like, whatever I'm thinking or feeling, I just want to talk about it, you know? So I'm gonna be saying whatever I'm thinking, feeling throughout this. I mean, this is a reaction video, so these are my reactions. This is like my first reaction video, so, and I also don't usually watch reaction videos either, so I'm sorry if I'm not doing this right.
Check out her Instagram. I watch her Instagram stories. Okay, so I'm just gonna react to it. Here's my computer. Oh. Hey, Orlin! We're gonna make it bring it. Veronica, Wang. I was just watching a video about lowering blood sugar. Man, there's a lot of different ways. Oh my gosh, she's posting a lot lately. So yeah, I wonder why now out of all of the time. Why now? That's my first reaction. I haven't watched the video. I'm sure she's nice about it. I don't know what she's saying. Okay, eating like Nikocado Avocado Mukbang. Burger King, Whopper, onion rings, and chicken fries. I need one bite of food, okay? Cheers. Orlin, I'm just gonna use this. We're gonna put the things in there. Yay, ramen noodles. Ooh, 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 watch my eyeballs. Ooh, watch my eyeballs. He's probably listening to music or something. I don't know. I should just
these are so good.
Like, I need to lose weight. I'm unhealthy. I can like get up and walk, whatever. Cheers. I'm gonna have a bite and I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna see how this goes. Yeah, but that was my reaction. I went to her social play. I'm like, why out of all these years, now, first time ever I'm mentioned. I remember.
Okay, I'm dead. Okay, the reason why I'm choosing to respond to Nikocado now is because I can. I'm capable of doing it. I'm not scared of him. I used to be very scared of Nikocado because Nikocado is the type of person who doesn't really have any boundaries when it comes to what he does on social media. And so even in my day-to-day life, people who don't have the same boundaries as me, I tend to stay clear from them because I realize that if we don't have the same boundaries, they're most likely not going to respect mine. That's usually what the case is. They're willing to go a lot further than you are, and that can be bad with someone with Nikocado's personality traits, right? Where if he gets upset, he blows up, or if he feels intimidated, or if he feels like hurt, or he feels like someone's against him, then he'll do everything in his power to kind of blow up on that person, make that person seem like they're a really horrible person, give his very strong point of view. And I just think that scared me a lot before. That really just scared me a lot before because I have boundaries. There's certain things I'm not willing to do or say or go to hurt someone. And I just feel like Nikocado doesn't have those boundaries. But I'm not really scared of him anymore. I think a part of me not being scared of him anymore has a lot to do with seeing how Stephanie handled the situation. I mean, there's even a lot to talk about that just on its own. But yeah, I guess I'm just not scared of Nikocado anymore because I realize that a lot of the things that he does is, one, for entertainment, and two, it comes from a place of hurt. So I also just tend not to take things personal anymore either, because I feel like the worst thing you can do in life is honestly take things personal, because you should never take things personal. Everyone reacts to things depending on how they're feeling, what they've gone through, their own personal beliefs. So you can never really take anything personal. And so I think that's another reason why I can react to Nikocado now, whereas I couldn't before, because I would take everything very personally. I was very scared of him, and I'm just not those. I don't take things personally as much. I'm sure I will once or twice in the future. I'm human, but I just don't take things as personally as I did before, and I'm just not scared of him anymore. So at least I think I am. I'm probably still a little bit scared of him because people like him do scare me because they don't really have any boundaries, but yeah.
75 in the past 3 months, it's been like 4 million, 5 million versus she's used to like 10. So it's been 50% cut for a long time. So, you know, I understand.
Okay, so I was in school for a full ass year. You know, I wasn't posting often. I was going through a breakup, and then you know what? I was kind of just like, get it together, Veronica, post, be on social media, do your thing. Like, this is what you love. You went to school, you were cooking so that you could be on social media more, do it more. So I'm here now because I want to be here now because I'm feeling good, and yeah.
As a YouTuber,
oh yeah, and guys, like, if I'm away from social media for a certain amount of time, I'm not one of these brands where my views are just gonna pick up just like that, right? Because some people can disappear for a long time and they'll come back like, and their views will be like bang, 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 right? I'm just not one of those channels. So if I take breaks for a very long time, yeah, my views go down. That's a natural occurrence, sorry.
It's time to cry. Listen, I know too. You know, it's a tough world, lots of competition on this website. Cheers.
Did he say when the views go down, it's time time to cry. There's a lot of competition on the website. I don't look at anyone as competition, honestly. The only person I see as competition is myself. Like, I need to become a better person always and forever. That's it. So yeah, I don't know. These freaking onion rings are fire.
Oh, it's spicy. Okay.
And we're gonna eat like Nikocado right now.
Oh, I love that flavor. That's right, hickory. Let's have some fiber. Oops, there goes a mango. Ooh. This is breakfast number 2. This is breakfast number 2. My first breakfast was romaine lettuce chopped up with raw onion, blackberries, and heirloom tomatoes. I don't know what to expect.
So right now, I am currently in the Burger King parking lot. I did look up on his channel to see what types of food he eats. He does eat everything. Oh, I'm so hungry. His face. Yeah, no problem. We have a Hershey Sunday pie. I've actually been kind of...
I like how she gets straight into it. Like, he eats everything. That's it.
That's it.
I like she doesn't have to explain who I am. It's just like, you know who I'm talking about.
Thank you. Let's get into the food. So this is what the Hershey Sundays look like. The pictures always look so much better. I always get tricked by pictures. Like, that's... I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, you can't tell on... Now, can you tell now how small it is? But when it's like close, it looks massive.
I love her teeth. They remind me of a Barbie doll. Mine, I'm on Invisalign week number 11. Well, I don't have it in right now. I took it out. So I'm trying to straighten my teeth.
Okay, I'm gonna go for these. I don't really like my teeth. My dentist, I think, did a bad job. I'm just eating a salad watching me.
Is she gonna say anything? Wait. Okay, it's only 15 minutes. My mukbangs are waiting for it. Oh. Okay, you have to see when's the commotion happen.
Are the onion rings the best? I mean, not really. You know what this face reminds me of? I love how he says, when does the commotion happen? Like, he's just ready for the drama. He's like, when, bitch, when? There's the thing about Nikocado. I think that's the reason why people... Because he's polarizing, right? At the end of the day. And I feel like as much as bad as he's done on the internet, people tend to forget because they're like... He has so much comedic relief to things. Like, even just him reacting to my video, like, his facial expressions kill me. But it still doesn't... Even though he has a comedic relief, it still doesn't make up for the fact that he has hurt a lot of people in the past. And he does, like, this weird abusive partner for profit thing. Which, honestly, like, I don't think that's right at all. I don't think he should be promoting that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, like, it's his channel. So, but yeah, anyways. It's just weird because, like, I almost feel like I could maybe be friends with someone like Nikocado if he wasn't such a toxic person or didn't have such toxic traits, such conniving ways. Yeah, I feel like, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know. I think all the things he's done with me and done to me, and I think with the people that have been in my life who have done bad things to me, and I've just completely cut them off. So I don't know. It's weird watching him because, like, I'm laughing, and I almost feel like I shouldn't be laughing. I almost feel like I shouldn't be somewhat enjoying the comedic relief that he has with his facial expressions because of all the things that he's done and maybe will continue to do, right? So I don't know. I have very mixed emotions about him. Have you ever played Chubby Bunny? Have I played Chubby Bunny with these? I don't know.
happening?
I'm enjoying my food.
Alright, let's keep going.
You know why working out and eating healthy is so good? Because when you have meals like this, it tastes so much better. Facts.
Does she always do this? I haven't watched her videos forever. Does she always add closed captions? They
Yes.
usually do that for people with accents if you don't know what they're saying. Or if you have an international audience, which she probably does.
Me too. It's like
There's no excitement with this food. Then again, I'm not really excited about my food either. I'm just eating my salad over here. There's no excitement. Wait a minute. I don't know. I feel like she's thinking of what to say.
Whatever.
She knew she needed a video about Nick, but didn't know what, like, I don't know. I clicked on this about Nikocado. I'm like, okay, she's gonna eat like me. Let's see what's up. And there's nothing being said, so I don't know.
Sorry, when he was just like, there's no excitement with my food, like in my head I was like, sorry, I'm like cutting my hair off and like eating it in my noodles. Oh my god, this guy kills me. And yeah, I am thinking of what to say because, yeah.
I don't know. I'm like 3 minutes in, nothing's happening.
I mean, honestly, I'll be honest with you, I love Whoppers. At one point, I was definitely Burger King over McDonald's, but I think that's changed over time. Just with like the coffee and all the stuff that they've done. But at one point, Whoppers were my one true love. But
Okay, there's no cheese on that. Veronica, wait. A Whopper without cheese is not a Whopper.
wait, there wasn't cheese on that burger?
But actually, I would.
I'm pretty sure there was cheese on that.
One true love, I love them way more. But she said now it's the opposite. Now she likes McDonald's more because of the coffee. I don't understand what she meant by that. I don't know if she was saying that the coffee had changed at Burger King, which is why she is no longer the biggest fan, or the coffee improved at McDonald's, which, you know, pulled her away from Burger King being her one true love. I don't know. I don't know.
The coffee being added to their menu, plus McDonald's changing everything that they've, bettering the menu is what made me like them more.
I don't know what this is about.
The more you eat it, it's a mukbang. And the meat is kind of like reminiscent, like I hate to say it, but it's kind of reminiscent of cardboard. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of edits in this for a mukbang. Mukbang, I mean, traditionally, you can do whatever you want on the internet. I didn't realize people were doing so. I need to watch more mukbangers. I didn't realize there's so many edits and cuts and flashes and zoom-ins and all this stuff. I'm sorry for being critical. I don't need to be critical.
There are one of my favorite mukbangers, Nuryam. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. But a lot of Korean shows, a lot of Asian shows, it's like that. And I love that. And so whatever I like, I kind of add it to my videos in my own style. So yeah.
This is my reaction. I haven't watched her forever. Is she looking at herself in the mirror? It's like looking into the rear view mirror as she has this pickle flying out her mouth.
Yeah, because it's literally flying out. I was like, where's this thing going?
What is she looking at? and then it cuts. Oh, I don't know. I'm just being funny. That does look really good.
Oh my god, look, this burger just, this hot dog's just a big ass pickle on it.
Yeah, it tastes like cardboard, but I love
I kind of love that. Try stuffing the ranch and stuff it in my mouth.
It's like Taco Bell. Everything tastes so similar, but I love it.
She was checking to make sure her makeup's not being smeared or there's no food on her face. That's what it is. I should do that more often. I'm a pig.
We all can be pigs. None of us are perfect. Most of the time, I'm a little piggy, actually.
What is happening? I began to mukbang, but I don't know. It's, I don't know.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking
His face was like, what? Tell me.
All fast food places should offer what Chick-fil-A offers, the unsweetened iced tea.
Excuse me, the camera shut off. I'm at 5:27. So we're almost halfway through this video. Should I scroll down to the comments? No. I want it to be a genuine reaction.
These onion rings aren't the best. Maybe I should do Wendy's next time.
Wendy's.
So, a lot of people want to know whether or not I'll ever talk to him. Because still to this day, him and I have not spoken one-on-one.
Okay, we're in the juicy parts. Let me make sure there's no food on my face. I don't want to look like a fool. Right here. Here we go. And she doesn't say the name. She's just like him. It's just like in the beginning. It's just like so him. That who shall not be uttered the name. I don't know. Oh no. Okay, let's see.
Now my thing is, I'm a very forgiving person. I believe in forgiveness. I'm very big on forgiveness. I think forgiveness is a very important thing for two reasons. One, actually there's only one reason really. Because it's not good to harbor ill feelings towards someone because you're not hurting them, you're just hurting yourself. All that anger, all that pent-up energy. You know what I mean? All of that is just being stuck inside of you.
Oh, is that not, oh, sorry. Is that not her real hair? She just went, and the whole thing shifted. Is that a wig? Oh, see, I thought she was just dyeing her hair. I don't know. Maybe it's a just an no, the whole thing.
I'm doing a good job with my wigs.
But,
I thought you could tell it's a wig though. I thought it was pretty obvious.
And yeah, you could freak out. Yeah, you could tell them how you feel about them. But at the end of the day, the only person that you're hurting is yourself. So I'm really big on forgiveness for that reason. Because there's just no point. Also, like, I just don't like hating people. I hate hating people. I love people. I really do. I love animals. I love people. Do I get annoyed by the human race sometimes? I mean, yeah, but do I blame the human race? No. Look at me. Look at the breakdowns I was having last year, you know? I had a lot to learn. I had a lot to grow. And I did, thank God, right? This is the spicy chicken. I'm going to eat the poisson.
I look so, can I just say, I look so bad for this video. She has her makeup done. She has a nice wig on. I love her car, this deck. She's just so pretty. And I'm over here looking disgusting. But yeah, this is really nice. I mean, I agree. It's really,
See, that's the thing too about Nikocado is that like, even like last year, he would always give, I never felt like his compliments were genuine before. They seem a little bit more genuine now, but I never thought they were genuine before because I felt like his comments that he was making to be genuine were kind of just to counterbalance all the bad things he was saying about me, to be like, hey, look guys, I'm actually not a bad person, like look at all the nice things I say about her. Whereas it kind of feels genuine now. I don't think he looks bad at all. I think he looks fine. Actually, I feel like Nikocado actually looks better with weight on him. Like for me personally, this is just a personal preference. When I look at different like men and different females, I feel like sometimes different men and different females look a little bit better with some weight on them. I have a couple friends, I'm not gonna say their names, but I have a couple friends. I was one friend who lost a lot of weight and they still look good, they still look amazing, but I always thought that they actually looked better with a little bit of weight on them. So I feel like Nikocado is also one of those people where I feel like he looks better with a little bit of weight on him. I think he looks good, you know, without the weight. With the weight, I think he looks good either way. I don't know why he thinks he looks disgusting. I think he looks fine. But yeah, anyways, continuing onward.
To keep on having negative feelings about people. I've been in the same shoes.
The minute I got a chance to drop out of French class, I did it. I took Spanish and I dropped out of that too. I thought it was gonna be so much better, and then I realized it was literally, it's the same learning curve, just a different language, and I gave up unfortunately, just because I didn't really have parental guidance, or I didn't have someone there from a young age telling me to focus on something. I already had a very difficult time focusing. Like when I was a kid, I was running around all the time. I was getting in trouble. No one could ever control me. I couldn't even control myself. I was very, like, even my friend Zach, he told me, we met up recently, we went out, we got a coffee, and he's like, Veronica, you've always been a high-functioning ADHD child. He's like, you don't remember how you were as a kid? He's like, you were nuts.
Not judging, by the way, with my expressions. You guys know I have been diagnosed with ADD. So,
I didn't know that.
By the way, I didn't show you. I thought it would be really cool to show this. These here are called Nikocado avocados. They're very small. They grow here in Florida. At least I think they do. I can eat the skin.
This in Florida?
Look at that. Okay, so she seems nervous to talk about me because, again, from the first thing of not saying my name, waiting 8 minutes to kind of like, okay, now I say something. She didn't even say anything. She was just eating. And when she has spoken about me, it's been like, so this guy, you know, we haven't spoken, and, you know, forgiveness. But by the way, this sandwich, like, she just changed the subject really fast. I don't know. I get the feeling that, ooh, it's spicy, that she's nervous to say what she feels about me, or the videos I made about her last year, or my apology, or anything regarding me. She seems kind of walking on eggshells, not to really say anything, but enough to like get people here type of thing. Like if you're gonna put my name in the title, but you won't even say my name in the video, that doesn't really, I mean, I don't care. Listen, I'm not mad at her for this. Yes, okay. You know, I don't care. I don't care at all. I'm just wondering, it doesn't seem to make sense. It's like I don't know. I feel like she's just being careful.
Yes, that's exactly the way I would put it too. I am being careful because to me, like, Nikocado is that person that you never want to say the wrong thing to because you don't know how they're going to react to or what they're going to do, you know? So I feel like I'm still sort of, even now, trying to be careful with how I speak to Nikocado, because I know I'm technically speaking to him through this video, right? Because he's going to watch it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But if he does, you know, I want to be still as kind as possible because I understand that he's somebody who takes offense to things very easily. And when he does, he just wants to like unleash that pain onto that person. And so I'm careful around him because I look at him as a ticking time bomb, I guess, like for the simplest way for me to put it. It's getting really hot in here.
I like it because I can see these are fibers. Imagine I could stuff this whole thing in my mouth. Let's try. But here's the thing. I've had really good friends, people who I've actually met, people who I've had relationships with.
Well, my first impression, I feel like she's just trying to get funny thumbnails. Because she did it with the fries, she did it with the onion rings, she did it with the Whopper. Oh, and she started rolling her eyes back. if you look at the thumbnail of this video, it's a funny face, and she never makes faces like this. It's very rare for her to be like, oh, that's the type of stuff I do. So I feel like she went into this.
That's not true at all.
Let me make sure there's a really crazy thumbnail.
I feel like literally majority of my videos are me like eating my food, like that. Okay.
She's posing, and then she cuts it, so she didn't even eat it. And if she did, she didn't want to show you eating it. That's not what mukbang is. I just feel like this is very chopped, edited. Let's try to get a good reaction to get people here, which is totally fine. I've done that too. You know, I know how to. I know what I'm doing, but.
For me personally, like when I watch mukbang, I watch it for the person eating the food. I watch it for the entertainment of like the reaction between that person and the food. That's what I like it for anyways. I like it for the eating sounds. I like it to see the food. I like seeing food go in people's mouths for whatever reason. I just love it. So I don't know what he's talking about. That's not what mukbang, maybe that's not what mukbang is to him, because I feel like mukbang is like, to him is like, it's like drama plus mukbang. Like that's what his channel is, you know? So I feel like maybe, but for me, mukbang is like eating, making food, enjoying food, talking about food, interacting with food, just food, you know? So I feel like maybe that's why he doesn't really understand it when my channel.
People who I've had relationships with.
Her hair went like this. Oh my god, I don't know, that's so funny. I've never seen, can I go back?
People who I've actually met, people who I've had relationships with for a very long time, give me negative energy, put me down, do bad things to me. And my whole thing is just, when someone does that to you, it's not hard for me to forgive them, but it's very hard for me to trust them again. And it's very hard for me to want to meet or talk to them anymore, just because, I'll give you an example. My friend, we have been friends since high school. Really, really good friends, actually. But she's always putting me down. Always talking about me, putting me down. And to me, yeah, sure, we all have our moments where we get upset. You know, we feel frustrated. You know, sometimes our frustration comes out in odd ways. But you should, if there's a constant narrative of you treating someone lesser than you, that's not good. And so that's what I try to make my friend understand, is that she always treated me lesser than her. She always talked about me. You know, she's always doing things that just not what a real friend does. And recently, I was having a really hard time. And a really, really hard time. And this was my breaking point. Because I was already down, and she kicked me further. Why? What? And I told her, I'm like
his facial expressions to me, it seems like he's actually thinking about what I'm saying, and he's relating it to maybe a personal experience, whether someone has said this to him before. I'm not sure, but that's what his facial reactions, that's what I'm getting out of it, but I don't know, I could be wrong.
Like, I love you. We've been friends forever, but until you change, we can't hang out, we can't talk anymore. Because I'm always going to be on the receiving end of your negative energy, and I really can't have that. I'm trying to grow as a person, I'm trying to better my life, and if I'm always on the receiving end of your negative energy, it's not going to be good, not only for my mental health, but just my physical well-being. And so I told her, I'm like, look, like, I love you, we've been friends forever, but
this is what I'm saying.
I can't have this anymore. My truly breaking point, my true breaking point was, like, I'm already at my lowest point, you kicked me further.
That's thank you. I'm watching Veronica Wang's video. I'm eating, look, I'm eating. Yes, I told you. Well, it's almost over. There's like 3 minutes left, and now she's still, well, now she's talking about her friend. I don't know if she's avoiding me. I don't know. She's not really saying anything about me specifically. I feel she's very, like, tiptoey. She's telling a story about a friend from a long time ago. Do you like the avocado? I do. Too cute, aren't they? Okay, I'll leave you alone. Bye, thank you.
Yeah, they are really cute.
Healthy, healthy. Hey, you like the mango? Oh, yeah, let me have another bite right now. So this here is called Bailey's Marbles. No, it's Bombay. This is Bombay. Bombay. And by the way, I'm not trying to be super critical or, like, making a mockery of her. I'm just honestly saying, we're almost over. What's this video about me for? I'm just wondering, because, you know, I've made videos about her, and I always had a reason. I didn't dance around the bush. I went straight into it right away. I said, this is what happened. Here's my opinion. This is what I think. The video's almost over, and I don't even know what she's saying. I mean this genuinely, you know, just, I don't know. I'm not getting, like, if I were to close this video now, I would say I'm not walking away with any message other than, because she says she doesn't hate me, but then she says I cut people off. And then she talked about her friends, but she and I were never friends. So why is this a
That's
parallel,
the point.
you know, story to be told about a friend, and she and I were never friends. We never even met.
That's the
What's this have
point.
to do? I think she's just saying how she, like, guards herself or blocks people off in her life.
So that's why this situation online, I mean, there's so many things that have already happened online. I couldn't even begin to tell you. I wouldn't even know where to start, to be honest with you. So much has happened.
Okay, wait, before I continue watching this, sorry. That's the thing, is like, with him saying he doesn't understand, like, what's the point of me telling that story? The point of me telling that story was, if I had people in my life that I know who were friends to me, who have done bad things to me, if I cut them off, why would I not, and disassociate myself with them, why would I not do that with someone who I haven't even met? I haven't even met this person. He's bringing on so much anxiety, so much stress, so much hate, so much toxic, just like, if he's bringing all these things to my life and I haven't even met him, you know, like, why? And I've cut off people that I was actually friends with, and I don't speak to them. Like, why would I speak to him? You know, like, that was kind of like my point in it, I guess. Maybe it wasn't clear enough.
Talking about me or the internet in general, she said so much things have happened online.
Talking about him, he's done a lot.
She's not specific, so it just makes me, I don't know if that's why people were DMing. You gotta know what she's saying. I want to know what she says about me in Orland. Apparently she says something.
But this is my principle. When that stuff all happened, you know, I was going through a very, very difficult time. And you know what? Maybe he didn't know, right? I mean, I did post many videos. There was a video that I posted, I'm not okay, I promise. There's a video where I talked about my mom. There's literally a Taco Bell video of me crying. I just got kicked further down. And even though these people didn't know that, and at the end of the day, it's not for them to know, right? But I still experienced it. And for me, I was already down, and then I got kicked further. I mean, I've had friends for years where I've stopped talking to them because I'm like, you know what? Like, I can put up with sometimes you being a crappy friend. I can put up with sometimes you not being there for me. I can put up sometimes with you maybe saying left-handed things that shouldn't be said. But, you know, we all get frustrated and we sometimes want to look to our friend group, right, to say something. But I'm like, I cannot put up with you kicking me when I'm already down. That's my stopping point. That's where it ends for me. It's difficult for me. Not to mention, I mean, the things that were said and done were honestly insane. I'm gonna go for a little guy here.
What did she say? The things that were done and said were insane?
The things that were said and done.
The things that were said and done were honestly insane.
The things that were said and done wrong were insane. What is she talking? She's not specific. I don't know what she's talking about. Is she talking about me eating like Veronica Wang?
I'm talking about the extreme lengths that he went to get people to hate on me, to him to hate on me, to use a situation where, you know, I did something wrong to another channel, to use that situation to get people to hate on me. It was just like, it was just so much. Like, he's just done so, not even just me, like, to so many other people. There's so many other people that he did, like, these type of things that just had smaller channels that just never got any, you know, recognition.
Where clearly I was just, like, trying to keep drama. Because even in my videos where clearly I apologized for, I was like, I shouldn't have done, like, eating like Veronica Wang and being mean about it.
Oh my god, he's just like, I was doing those videos clearly just to keep the drama. I mean, I love that he admits it, but it still doesn't make it okay. So, I don't know, whatever. I don't want to be mad.
Brutally mean, where I'm just like, she's disgusting, or she needs to die, or she's a bitch. I'm not that type. I was very...
You don't have to call someone disgusting to be brutally mean. You can just be brutally mean by making fun of their sick mother. Maybe that's kind of mean. That hurt me a lot. You don't have to be brutally mean to someone by calling them disgusting. making fun of my sick mother, that was brutally mean to me. But anyways, I don't want to catch feelings on this. I just want to calm down. Like, at the end of the day, Nikocado, like he said it himself multiple times, he does things for entertainment. He does things to keep the drama. You know, I've known this about him.
Fantastic.
It doesn't make it okay, but whatever.
But I don't know what she's talking about. Again, it's so...
My wig cap's coming off and it's just like pushing it up. It's hilarious.
Why is this left in her video? It can be. It's a freedom. You can do what you want. I'm just curious as like an observer. She's editing her swallow. She's editing the chews. She's editing story to story. She's done like so much more edits than
I'm sorry, but when he's like, why is this left in this video? Like, and then I'm like, literally automatically was just like the flash in my head of every single video that Nikocado's ever done. Oh gosh.
Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that answers your question on whether or not I would ever speak to him.
I'm so lost.
His face.
I don't understand. This is not. I didn't even know this was a question. Was this a Q&A? There was no specifics here. I don't know what question. Someone asked her. This was a question in her head. This was a question in her comments. I think she said in the beginning, you guys are wondering. But again, it's been so like tiptoey. It's hard to really catch on.
I just feel like personally for me, like what I believe in and where my boundaries are, I just think the worst thing that you can ever do to someone is kick them when they're already down. They're already down. You're gonna push them down further, you know what I mean? They're already not in a good space. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell, right? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this car. It's cute, right? The orange. And yeah, I don't know, I guess we'll see you on the second channel. Love you guys. Bye.
And she's gone.
This guy.
What? It's like she disappeared. But take a look at my car. Okay.
You can't deal with this guy.
By the end of it, I think I know what she's referring to. When she says kicking me when I'm already down. That is what I apologize for. So I definitely know what that feels like. I grew up that way, and that's what I did to her. I don't know why I did that to her. Part of it was obviously YouTube rewards that terrible behavior. And I'm aware of that, which was like, okay, let's keep it, let's ping pong back and forth drama. But she didn't really ping it back to me. It was like one video giving me the finger. It was me saying, well, how dare you, over and over and over. So I don't know why I did that. I don't know.
Okay, wait. I love how he admits all of that, first of all. Okay, I need to replay that. Wait, what? Oh my god.
I don't know if it was, I lost sense of why I even reacted in the first place, and it was more so for drama and clicks, and I definitely misused that. I did videos where I ate like Jeffree Star, I ate like Shane Dawson. I ate like a bunch of, it was a series I made. And in the series, I was super sarcastic and like, oh, I'm gonna eat noodles because that's what she eats, or let me shove a bunch in and look at the camera. I was being mean. I mean, like, just can't say the word, but eep, you know, starts with a B, female dog. I was just being that way on purpose to make people laugh. But then if she's saying she's down and she's really hurting on camera, no one wants to see that type of video made about them. I mean, I'm aware of this. That's why I said sorry. That's why I wrote to her. Let's go through the comments. Let's just. You forgot to put ranch all over your face and cry like a man-child. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I feel like she was trying to get good thumbnails. Where's the ranch, Veronica? Get the ranch.
I have the ranch here.
Says, and make sure
I know, I saw that comment. I literally died.
I know. He eats everything. Most accurate statement of 2020. He sounds so toxic and jealous. I don't know if I was jealous of her. I wouldn't describe myself as being jealous of her. I mean, my channel's bigger. I have way more views. I have multiple channels. I'm also a man. I'm not, usually females are more jealous. Like, she has the hair I want. She has the nails I want. Oh my god, she has this nice purse. I want that purse. Like, it's usually female. Like, I would be jealous of other guys for what, like, you know, nice jawlines or something. I'm not jealous of her. I don't want to look like a female. I don't want the things that...
Alright, I don't really care for this comment, to be honest with you, but I just find it a little bit weird that he says I'm not jealous, and then he has to elaborate on all the things that he has, and then he says that usually girls are jealous of girls and guys are jealous of guys, which is not true, because guys can be jealous of girls, girls can be jealous of guys. Sorry, I'm just like sweating a lot. So I just find it weird that those are all the things that he kind of said in response to that, but it's, I don't know, whatever.
As my career is strong, it's never been about jealousy. It was more so just getting a reaction out of people. I was trying to just keep things going on YouTube in terms of like a soap opera. I just feel like she is either very careful because she doesn't want to say anything that could backfire. Another part of me thinks, okay, the timing seems odd because I'm in drama with my husband right now. Her views have been slashed in half repetitively. And even though I'm in the title, she wouldn't say my name in the video, where it's like, okay, I got you here, but I don't want to give him any attention or clout, where if I'm going to say it, it'll be very vaguely. You know
wait. He said the timing is weird because he's in drama with his husband. I have no idea. I know that there's drama between him and his husband. So if he's saying that because like I'm trying to like hit him at a bad time, I don't even know what to say, because everything he does is for entertainment. So even though I guess I saw that there was drama between him and Orlin, but I mean, I feel like they just do that for views. So I would never want to do a video on someone when I feel like they're going through a hard time, you know?
Like, that's why I feel slightly. I also feel slightly, well, no, more so, that she wants to forgive, and like she's saying she is, but I feel like I mean, it's hard if you really dislike someone or you feel that they picked on you extra than other people, which I did. Why? Apparently there's a question going around that she needed to answer. Will I ever talk to him? Remember, she said that in the beginning and then she said at the end. So to answer your question, I don't know who's asking those questions. We never talked
subscribers.
Ever, so someone's asking her that. I don't know, again, if it's in her head or if it's her friends or other YouTubers or you guys. But she was like, I don't know, the future would tell. Which to me seems like, yeah, probably not. Like, no. You know, here's the thing. You don't have to be friends with everybody. And why would you even want to be friends with someone that picked on you to begin with? Like, what? For a business? Like, okay, are we going to collab? Okay, what's she going to get out? Okay, we share a couple 100,000 views. We're done, you know. Make a little money, we're done. It's not even worth it.
The thing is, though, about Nikocado is that, like, I have to listen to that again.
Views have been slashed in half repetitively. And even though I'm in the title, she wouldn't say my name in the video, where it's like, okay, I got you here, but I don't want to give him any attention or clout, where if I'm going to say it, it'll be very vaguely. You know what I mean? It's like, kind of jump into something without having to be in it type of thing. I get that sense slightly, if I'm being honest.
Because that's the thing, I don't want to fully ever be anything with Nikocado Avocado. Like, and as I say that, I'm like, I'm making this video and I'm like directly speaking on things to an extent, but I don't ever fully want to get in deep where Nikocado likes to be. I feel like he likes that really aggressive drama that just gets taken so far, and that's just not my channel. That's just not me. And so yeah, I am like in something without in it, because I don't want to be in the level of deep that Nikocado is comfortable in being, because that makes me uncomfortable. I think it goes too far, and it's just not who I am as a person, and I would like to just address things the way I feel comfortable, and this is how I feel comfortable. One, because I just don't want to trigger him, because I feel like he's a person who is very easily triggered, and I feel like he has a lot of issues that he still has to fix, as we all do, right? But I feel like he just has some issues that he really needs to fix, because there's no reason to be acting the way he's acting unless there's something deep within you that's going on. But I also, as I say that, I remember his statement about him saying, well, YouTube rewards this type of behavior. So he's also understanding that, I guess, people, I mean, that's the thing about Nikocado, is he's polarizing. People are going to watch it because at the end of the day, drama and all these things are entertainment, right? And so I'm just losing my train of thought. I get all those things. He just takes it too far, and he takes it to places that I'm just not willing to go, you know?
Right. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to say that. I really don't, but I say what I feel. Like, that's why I feel slightly. I also feel slightly, well, no, more so, that she wants to forgive, and like she's saying she is, but I feel like I mean, it's hard if you really dislike someone or you feel that they picked on you extra than other people, which I did. Why? Apparently there's a question going around that she needed to answer. Will I ever talk to him? Remember, she said that in the beginning and then she said at the end. So to answer your question, I don't know who's asking those questions. We never talked ever, so someone's asking her that. I don't know, again, if it's in her head or if it's her friends or other YouTubers or you guys. But she was like, I don't know, the future would tell. Which to me seems like, yeah, probably not. Like, no. You know, you don't have, here's the thing, you don't have to be friends with everybody. And why would you even want to be friends with someone that picked on you to begin with? Like what? For a business? Like, okay, are we going to collab? Okay, where's she going to get out? Okay, we share a couple 100,000 views, we're done, you know. Make a little money, we're done. It's not even worth.
Here's the thing about me. I would only want to collab with someone if I knew that because I've made mistakes in the past where I collabed with people who didn't really want to be my friend. They just wanted that exposure. And so for me, moving forward, I only want to collab with people who I think are genuine, who actually want to be my friend. Who, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm bad at business, right? Because even he said, he's like, what are we going to do? Like business, we're going to collab. Like for me, and I guess that's part of my mistake, that I don't look at YouTube as a business. I do and I don't. I do because that's what it's really become. It has become a business. But for me personally, when I start looking at something as a business, so I try not to, I stop liking it. I don't know, just something about work just makes me turned off from it. I don't like to do it anymore. I like to do things out of passion. And so with my future collabs, I will be collabing with those people because I trust them and I feel like they don't just want to collab out of me. They're my friend. They're genuinely my friend. They genuinely care about me. And that's the type of space I want to share with people. Maybe I will do things for business here and there, but I don't know, I'm just not really down for that. Like I'd rather to just do a video with someone because we genuinely like each other.
And retain their loyalty to your channel for you and what you say, what you provide, and what they can expect you to. People are probably expecting me to like sit here and be all mean or snarky. Most of the video I was very confused with what she was saying. I was pretty confused, if I'm not gonna lie, with what she was trying to say. By the end, I'm pretty sure this is not even more so about those original videos. This is more so about what happened last year, where I was like eating like Veronica Wang, and I was being very, very sarcastic and very snippy, and like, oh, let me eat these noodles. Ooh, let me eat like Veronica. Oh, you know, just being like childish, and I feel like that really hurt her. I feel like she.
So he's saying that people are expecting him to be very mean and very snarky. Thank you, Nikocado, for not doing that, honestly. And even if you were, I feel like it would give me other things to say, like, you know, but I appreciate that you're being, I guess, a little bit nicer. I don't even know what to say about this, like, because every time I want to be like, I want to say, oh, thank you for not being that way. It's like, but is this just now? Like, are you gonna flip a switch somehow and this is gonna change and I'm gonna wake up next morning to a video of like lies and deceit and manipulation? Like, that's what, you know what I mean? So like, it's hard for me, like, because I do when I listen to Nikocado talk, I see so many traits in him where I'm like, I could be friends with him, but then he has so many traits with him, I'd be like, no, you know what I'm saying? Not at all. No, thank you. So it's very confusing with him. I have very mixed emotions with Nikocado.
I'm not gonna lie, with what she was trying to say. By the end, I'm pretty sure this is not even more so about those original videos. This is more so about what happened last year, where I was like eating like Veronica Wang, and I was being very, very sarcastic and very snippy, and like, oh, let me eat these noodles. Ooh, let me eat like Veronica. Oh, you know, just being like childish, and I feel like that really hurt her. I feel like she's pretty sensitive. I think Veronica strikes me as someone that really wants to be this tough girl, like, oh, mess with me, I'm from the hood type of thing, which is what she don't say I'm making that up. She said that.
You love stretching things.
I'm from the hood, don't mess with me.
Okay, so I just kind of want to talk about like my hood comments. I did grow up in the projects. I did grow up in government housing. I did grow up in poverty for majority of my life. However, when I was saying that, I was trying to explain that that's where a lot of my anger stems from, is from living in poverty. And I'm just not educated. Unfortunately, even though I understand that's where my anger comes from, I should be able to explain that on a more intellectual level, where people can understand exactly how poverty affects someone. Affects somebody's temperament and things of that nature. And I'm just not educated enough on the matter to speak on that. And so I was trying to explain that, but I just don't have the knowledge to back that up. I just have the experience. And so those are the words that came out. But yeah. Anyways.
It's really just, that's a shell. I get the sense that's just for show. I don't feel like she's really like that. I don't feel like she's actually that confrontational. She strikes me as someone that is afraid to speak up for herself, if I'm being honest. And when she does come on...
Okay. I am not a confrontational. Wow. I am not confrontational. That is true. I am not. And I used to be really scared to stick up for myself, because I was always just scared of people. And I always felt like my entire life I always needed to put up a front, to act like I was tough, because I was bullied a lot and I was beat up a lot. So I always felt like I needed to act tough, because when I'd be getting those severe beatings, the only thing that really saved me through that was acting like it didn't hurt me. So I guess that's a part of it. But yeah, he's right.
I'm like, oh, that. You know, don't you mess with me, F you, blah, blah, blah. Which we've seen, you know, that I think is more of a front, like a defense.
It was definitely a defense mechanism.
Just like that. I know of, so I've never had a friend like that. I know of, I couldn't have a friend like that. I'm also I put on a friend on YouTube. She literally, the first thing she says, so him, he eats everything. Like, she went into this already knowing I'm gonna make a video with his name in the title, make a video about him. But I just got the sense she really didn't want to say much. Or didn't know what to say.
But when we're making a video, we usually, well, that's not true. Well, sometimes.
Well, one time I had this friend do something. I'm like, what? It just didn't feel very concise.
Okay.
Which I think is a reflection of, like I said, not knowing what to say, wanting to say something, and also...
Okay, so what did he just say? I felt like it's not really concise. I thought it was pretty concise. I went into the video explaining, I gave an example of people that have hurt me in my real life, comparing it to Nikocado, and using that as an example, as saying, you know, if these people in my real life have hurt me, why would someone that I've never met who has done worse than them, why would I give him a chance? Why would I meet up with him? It just doesn't make, like, I won't. And so I think I was pretty concise with that. And I think I was pretty clear with that. I was just addressing the fact that I have still not talked to him. I still not have met up with him. And I was doing that because I just can't continue on my channel acting like what he did to me didn't happen, you know, and I'm just ready to talk about it now and be a little bit more open. So that's why I'm doing it, right?
I think she's still feeling bothered by it, if I'm being honest. I feel like she's still feeling
a little,
bothered.
yeah.
Even though I made my apology, even though I wrote her personally, and even though I did have a follow-up video 3 or 4 months ago on my new channel where I'm like eating like Veronica Wang. I'm like, hey guys, I want to right my wrongs. We're gonna do a nice one where I talk about what I like about her.
And see where he says, I did a follow-up video to right my wrongs. Like, on my new channel. That's why, even though he was trying to right his wrongs on his new channel, that's why I was like, Nikocado, as much as I want to believe that you are a genuine person, I understand at the end of the day, it is your business. And so you want to do whatever is going to push forward your business, and that's fine. But to me personally, if you truly wanted to be genuine to someone and let them know that you actually did care or you actually were sorry, then you wouldn't have did that. You would have just did the video and not like promoted your new channel. But whatever, I don't care. He can do whatever he wants at the end of the day. It's just difficult because truly at the bottom of my heart, I do want to 100% be okay with Nikocado. I mean, like, I don't, and I'm only saying that because I guess a part of me does want to like actually talk to him, like a part of me does really want that. But at the same time, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm just really getting hot. But at the same time, it's just like, I know that's why Nikocado does what he does too on his channel, right? He understands that mixed emotion aspect of entertainment. And so that's why a lot of what he does just slides by, right? So I don't know, it's so complicated. I want to, well, it's really not that complicated. It's simply this: I want to give Nikocado, and maybe he doesn't want to give me a chance. Like he's allowed to have his own feelings and emotions as well. It's not just about me at the end of the day, right? But you know, I would like to honestly talk to Nikocado and maybe even meet up with him, but I have to watch what he was saying again. I get so flustered when I talk about this kind of stuff, because a part of me is like no, a part of me is like yes.
But ever since then, I've never mentioned her again, because I have no need to. I'm only doing it today again because she made this to me, but I almost feel like she felt forced to make this video. Like,
and this is the thing. He says now, he's like, I have no need to talk about her. I have no need. If we listen, so before you kind of needed to talk about me for your channel to get views, but now your channel is doing fine, so we don't need to talk about Veronica. So when is your channel gonna, like, when does that point in your channel come where you're like, you know what, let's find something about Veronica to pick on again, since my views aren't doing, like, that's what I get out of that sentence. Like, okay, now it's time to pick on Veronica again. It's like, okay, and that's what worries about me about Nikocado. It's like, I want to give him that chance, but at the same time, it's like, when things start going downhill for you, am I like your saving grace card, where it's like, let's pull out the Veronica card? It's just like, fucking destroy her life card. Like, that's, you know, like, I don't, god damn. And I'm laughing because I don't know what else to do, because that's what it feels like, right, when he says stuff like that. Or
the hesitation was through the roof. No, it's forced her to. I hope she doesn't hate me, and if she does hate me, she has every right.
I wasn't forced into making this video. I wanted to because I feel more comfortable now, and I definitely don't hate Nikocado. I'm just like, this is the thing, and I appreciate this video because he is being more relaxed. He's not trying to over exaggerate things and manipulate things to make it seem something that it's not. So I do appreciate that, but at the same time, when is that gonna change? Like, when is that, like, when are you gonna feel like you need to whip up the let's destroy Veronica's life card, you know? So I don't know.
She's saying, does it feel good to hate someone? And I agree. But that's her own call, you know, her own time. I've done what I can, you know. I made mistakes. I tried to instigate more reaction out of her. I made videos making fun of her, eating like her. I also apologized, and I apologized again. And I made a video.
Those videos that he made of me hurt me, yeah. They mostly hurt me because he just manipulated an entire situation to have everyone upset with me. So that was one of the reasons why I kind of disliked him. Plus the other reasons why I mentioned earlier, him just being one of those people that I feel like you want to trust but you just can't. And so oh my god, what was he saying? Sorry, this video is so long. I just keep saying things I keep forgetting.
I'm like, what? It just didn't feel very concise, which I think is a reflection of, like I said, not knowing what to say, wanting to say something, and also feeling, I think she's still feeling bothered by it, if I'm being honest. I feel like she still feels bothered, even though I made my apology, even though I wrote her personally.
Okay, yes, because I never addressed it, so I kind of wanted to at some point, right?
And even though I did a follow-up video 3 or 4 months ago on my new channel where I'm like eating like Veronica Wang, I'm like, hey guys, I want to right my wrongs. We're gonna do a nice one where I talk about what I like about her. But ever since then, I've never mentioned her again because I have no need to. I'm only doing it today again because she made this to me, but I almost feel like she felt forced to make this video. Like, just the hesitation was through the roof. No, it's forced her to. I hope she.
Okay, and this is the thing again, like, there's just some things I'm like, I'm sorry if my reactions are so like, but like, just when I hear him repeat certain things, it's like PTSD, man. And it makes me think, like, are you even ever a genuine person? Like, I don't know. And yes, the hesitation is through the roof because, again, I look at Nikocado as a ticking time bomb, right? So I'm kind of like stepping around, not trying to put my foot on one of his mines.
I made mistakes. I tried to instigate more reaction out of her. I made videos making fun of her, eating like her. I also apologized, and I apologized again.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. So it wasn't like, yeah, all those things I was upset about, I've already explained about, but the one video that really made me upset was when he made fun of my mom. And that was like, that was the end point of me. Why would you make fun of someone's sick mother? Like, there's no comedic relief. To me, that's not funny at all. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
I made a video publicly saying this is why I did it. I feel horrible about poking a stick at her. I sent her an email. And I followed up with one video saying, I want to put something positive out regarding her. And ever since then, I've never said anything. So I know I've done what I can. And I'm not talking about her. Please don't say that, you guys. I'm not talking about her nonstop. She might not, she hearted that comment. Maybe she doesn't know. You guys don't feed her. Like some of my viewers saying, oh, she talked about you and your husband. What was that about? I watched the whole thing. She did not. So people will say stuff. Commenters will say stuff. They will try to pin creators. People will try to pin me and B Love's life against each other one time. I'll never forget. I'm like, and she's over here saying, Nick, what the? I'm like, I don't. And she's like, yeah, this is what they do. They want to see us fight. They want some good old grab your popcorn showdown to go down. I'm like, exactly. So please take the comments for a grain of salt. Less than 1% of the audience actually comments anything anyway. So she can reach back out if she wants. She doesn't have to ever. I just want her to be comfortable and I want her to be happy and I don't want her to ever feel like this. Again, it felt very forced, like someone made her do this. I would never want her to feel that way. I don't know, like that's why I say she probably try and get the view count back up. And I hate to say that, I really do. But usually if you have something to say, you say it, regardless of anything.
Okay, of course, if you have something to say, you're gonna say, when you're ready to say it. You know what I'm saying? When you're ready. I'm ready now.
Listen, I'm a very open person, sometimes too open, with everything I do on the internet and in real life, and that's just how I am. Veronica, if you're watching this, I'm here. You can email me, we can chat if you want. Will it make you feel better?
This is the thing, again, like, I'm now comfortable with responding, because this is the thing, YouTubers do things for views all the time. Of course we do, right? Everything that we do, a little bit is for views. You always have to, as a YouTuber, everyone thinks about that. But if I wasn't ready to talk about something, I just wouldn't, whether it was for views or not. And not only that, I would love to speak, this is the thing, I would love to speak to Nikocado, but I still don't trust him to be in an environment where it's just me and him. I just don't try. The fact of the matter is, I just don't trust being in an environment where it's just me and him, because I don't know how that's gonna play out. I think we've seen what's happened before with Nikocado when it's just him and another person, what the possibilities of are happening, the manipulation factor, right? And I don't know. I guess another thing too with these videos, honestly, it kind of made me feel like he was just being nice to me to kind of right the wrongs from everything that he's done. And I was still a good title to use. So that's another reason why I'm like, I don't know if you're really being honest and being nice to me, because I feel like, you know, you're kind of just, I'm kind of like the person within the same like environment of where shit happened, where you can still use their name. So I don't know, like, I want to, like I said, I could potentially see myself being friends with Nikocado. I could potentially see myself talking to him. I just still don't trust him to be in an environment alone with him. Like, that's just what it is, you know?
Maybe, maybe not, probably not. I don't know, and I don't want you to lose sleep over this. I don't want you to feel like you have to make more videos. I don't know, I just,
I lost as much sleep as I possibly could over this situation, but thank you, Nikocado. I feel like at this point I'm okay. And I appreciate that you're actually being a little bit more sensitive right now, because you seem like you're trying to find the right words. It seems like you're trying to be a little bit more sensitive to the situation. I feel like he's being very sensitive, or very tiptoey himself right now, because he's trying to be a little bit more sensitive, and I appreciate that. But yeah.
I am sorry, like I said, I meant that. I'm sorry for pushing you. Not physically, but you know, instigating like more drama. I've learned soap operas are best if they're with myself, you know, not other people. And again, I had no idea what you were going through off camera. Again, I apologize for that. You have my email. You know where to reach me.
Okay, so that part there where he says, what did he say?
said, I meant that. I'm sorry for pushing you. Well, not physically, but you know, instigating like more drama. I've learned soap operas are best if they're with myself, you know, not other people. And
okay, so yes. I'm glad that he's realized that. 100% yes. I think, but the other thing, I almost think that's like him saying like, oh, like, sorry, my battery died. But I'm glad that he is admitting that. But my only thing is like, is he saying that just to be like, oh, like everything that I did was for a soap opera? Because I do believe to an extent that yes, everything that he did was for like entertainment. And making other people, I guess, a part of his own soap opera was just for entertainment. But I think that's a little bit more of an excuse. I do think that Nikocado does have these very toxic traits in him where he deliberately does things to hurt other people, whether it's for entertainment on screen or not. I think that's a part of his personality. And so I feel like that's why it's so easy for him to do that for entertainment, because usually things are easy to do because we're already experienced in doing it, right? So for me, I don't know, like a part of that is like, I'm happy that he's learned that lesson, but I really hope that he's actually learned that lesson. That because like, for me, I want to be so understanding of him, but it's difficult because like I keep getting flashbacks of all the things he's done to me and what he's done to other people, and it's like, have you really changed? So I'm glad that he's realized those things, and I hope that he continues to change and become a better person. I hope that he doesn't make other people's lives a living hell for his own entertainment and for his own views, because that's not okay. I guess
again, I had no idea what you were going through off camera. Again, I apologize for that. You have my email. You know where to reach me. And I can tell you still feel hurt. I can tell. And I'm sorry about that. But I feel like I've done everything I can, you know? And I feel like deep down you're not as mean girl as you try to portray yourself. I think you're more sensitive, and I feel like you have this front, this shell where you're trying to be tough in the world. I don't know if it's from your mom or whatever happened with you guys, but I see that. I do. I see that in you. And it'll be okay. Hopefully you get everything you want out of life, and I think you will. And I feel like you definitely are finding your place, and you'll blossom wherever you're meant to. So thank you for watching.
See, and it's things like that where it makes me want to be like, okay, Nikocado, let's be friends. Like, let's talk this out, you know? But it's like, is he really saying that about me, or is he just speaking from like what he hopes for himself? Like, I don't know. I hope for the same things as Nikocado hopes for me. Really, I do. Because I genuinely like to see that people are living their best lives, because I think that this world would be a better place if we all were. I don't think there's really time to be jealous of people, or to be angry with people, or to wish the worst out of people, because then we're just wishing the worst out of our world. And the less people who are upset and angry and hold so much hate in their heart, the happier this world's gonna be. So I always wish that upon people. Because that's what I want out of the world, not just out of myself. So again, I guess time will tell. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Veronica gets the card pulled out to destroy her life again or not. We'll see, I guess, depending on how the views do, I guess, according to him. So we'll see.